Hi, my name is Anna Keeling. I have done my paper and my health-related issue over childhood obesity in Hispanic and Mexican American communities. I've been researching this for quite some time and is extremely prevalent in our community and all around the United States right now as we speak. And it is incredibly important to be able to inform everyone, all the families, the children of this very issue because a huge part of it is parenting as well as the people that the kids are surrounding themselves with. They're going to follow in their footsteps. And this is just an extremely important topic that is dear to my heart, and I feel like it needs to be shared. The subject of childhood obesity has definitely been an extremely harsh issue that has really been occurring in the United States over the past decade, and it's been very prevalent in our community today. There's a percentage of the population that are uneducated and uninformed about the side effects of obesity and overweightness in children and adolescents and the long-term causes that can correlate with childhood obesity. There have been some methods that have been proposed in order to help resolve this issue, such as just information pamphlets informing the public, as well as Mexican American and Hispanic mothers about childhood obesity, and explain to them that the different and the other ways to eat healthy and maintain a healthy lifestyle. And this method has not reached enough of the population, and so therefore I have chosen this program because I believe it will help spread the word and it will personally affect the target population. This issue, childhood obesity and overweightness, is becoming more and more prevalent in our community, and especially in the Mexican American and Hispanic children in communities, and something definitely needs to be done about it as soon as possible before it becomes more and more prevalent. So these are just a few facts or statistics that I found off of credible sources. The first one states that childhood obesity is associated with several metabolic and endocrine derangements, including glucose intolerance, hypertension, and dyslipidemia, that predispose to early development of CVD, type 2 diabetes, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And this is from Butte, 2006. The next one states that the prevalence of obesity was higher among Hispanics, which is 21.9%, and non-Hispanic blacks, 19.5%, than among non-Hispanic whites, which was 14.7%. And this information is derived from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention in 2009. The next one states that nearly 34% of Mexican American girls and 40% of Mexican American boys are overweight, compared to the 25% of children in the U.S. being presently overweight or obese. And this is from Park, Menard, and Schoolfield in 2001. The purpose of my study would be to inform and educate the Mexican American and Hispanic population, mainly children and parents, of the very harmful effects that can definitely come from eating unhealthy foods and living a sedentary lifestyle and eating those unhealthy foods that can really cause major diseases while growing up and whenever they get into their adult life. And by the end of this program, the kids should really be able to exercise on their own and maintain that healthy lifestyle on their own, and being able to carry that out to the people around them, including their peers and their families, is an extremely important part of this program as well. My nutrition and health related issue is childhood obesity as well as overweight, dealing with children and adolescents. in the Hispanic and Mexican American population. This issue has been extremely relevant in our surrounding communities today, especially in San Antonio. San Antonio is definitely rated extremely up there with the obesity rate, and so I decided to do this topic because it is extremely vital that everyone is informed of this harmful issue going on right now. So this is my intervention program, just kind of doing a brief overview of what it's going to look like. Since this intervention program really mainly involves long-term goals, but it also includes some short and small step-by-step exercise programs and diet plans as well that are really mainly the goal for those would be to result in speedy weight loss in a healthy manner. So each subject is going to undergo a nutrition assessment and screening before they begin, and the parents will be given an informed consent for them to sign for their children. The parents will be heavily involved because they are in charge of what the child is doing at home, what they're eating, what time, the frequency, the frequency of their eating patterns every single day. So for that, each subject will be keeping a food journal in order to hold themselves accountable, and they will also have an accountability partner, someone around their age, like a peer, that can hold them accountable as well. The program will be anywhere from 5 to 10 weeks and going to primarily focus on really increasing that healthy diet and exercise lifestyle routine into those children's adolescents' lives and really helping them achieve that normal weight loss goal in order to prevent heart diseases and diabetes as well, and even more than that. They will be exercising for at least 30 to 60 minutes, 45 times a week for 5 to 10 weeks. There will be pre and post program surveys that will be given in order to get some feedback from the subjects and see if they're happy with their results. So a little more going off of that intervention program, the methods, and just kind of more in detail of this intervention program. There will be 40 subjects total. They will be exercising for at least 30 to 60 minutes, 4 to 5 times a week, and for 5 to 10 weeks, like I previously stated. They will have a registered dietitian, an accredited dietitian that will be preparing the meal plans and prepping them in order for all the subjects, kids, to be having the same meals and the same amount and portion sizes as well. They will eat 3 of those prepared meals per day, and hopefully they will not cheat. That is a big part of the accountability, food journals, and the parents at home really influencing them. They will be, initially they will be doing the same routine 4 to 5 times a week until the 10-week period is through. This routine will definitely consist of the prepared breakfast, then followed by a 20-minute walk outside, that prepared lunch, then a 40-minute aerobic workout chosen by the certified personal trainer given, then a prepared dinner. As the program is progressing, the workout is going to intensify, but this is really based on the subject and the certified personal trainers, kind of what they're thinking, because we do also want to be safe as well as effective. This routine needs to be done for the time required in order for the program to be complete and accurate. So in order to fully reach our potential and success of this program, we will need to raise some money, especially for our certified registered dietitian as well as a certified personal trainer. Those are huge aspects of our program, and plus the meals that the dietitian will be preparing. The food journals also, and the pre and post program surveys that will be recorded. Informed consent for every single subject, and the measurements that will be taken by various body analysis machines. So the total funding amount that will be needed is estimated out to be around $7,000 based on the program and what it entails. For my model, I chose the trans-theoretical model. This is because it is a short step-by-step program, and I believe that this model would be the best use for this intervention program. So there's 5 steps to this model: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. Pre-contemplation would be the unawareness of this issue, which would be the overweight or obesity in the children and adolescents. The contemplation stage would be when the subject is actually thinking about making an alteration in their diet and or their eating habits and exercise habits in order to make a change. The next step is preparation. This is when the child is deciding to make a lifestyle change regarding their diet and exercise habits. They're wanting to live a healthier lifestyle, and this change should occur very soon. Next step is action. This is when the chosen subject has been trying to work on their diet and their exercise plans within the program for less than 6 months. Then the last stage is the maintenance stage, and it is extremely important. This is when the adolescents and children in the program must maintain this important lifestyle change for more than 6 months. So for the data collection evaluation portion of this lecture, I will be kind of going over the program and what data I will need from the subjects. So I will be acquiring the subjects' BMI levels, their body fat percentages, and their weight. Those will all be recorded before the program begins, and then once again after the program is over. Both sets of these results will be inputted into an Excel spreadsheet, and these will all be organized by the last name of each particular subject. The BMI, or the body mass index, will be calculated using the formula 703 times their weight in pounds divided by their height times 2, or to an exponent of 2, and that's multiplied by their inches as well, to an exponent of 2. These various weights of the subjects, or the children, will be found just using a standard standing scale. The body fat percentages of the children will be tested using a specific handheld device that is using bioelectrical impedance analysis. This device is able to measure the body's resistance to a light electrical current, so it is safe and more accurate. All of this data will be added to an Excel spreadsheet as well. All this information will be compared before and after the program in order to see if there is a significant difference or decrease in the subject's BMI levels and their body fat percentages and their weight. Both the pre and post program surveys will be kept in a binder for each kid, and they will also be compared before and after the program is over in order to see if there were any differences or changes in each of the subjects' minds. Since childhood obesity is such an extremely harmful issue and a very prevalent issue, especially in our community today, if it continues to increase, Mexican American and Hispanic families and communities will definitely be focusing more on getting their children to live a healthier lifestyle in terms of diet and exercise, and helping them take up methods to be able to prevent obesity, because the outcome of averting obesity would have a incredibly or much bigger significance or advanced significance. So it's incredibly important that this word gets out and that people are informed of this issue much more so than they have been. And it's huge that if the parents are showing those unhealthy habits and are really leading that unhealthy lifestyle, then the kids are going to follow those habits. So it's very important for the parents and families to grow and learn with them and learn how to live a healthy lifestyle as well. The adolescents and children of this population do have an option either to, conform to these statistics and the norm and continue to increase the numbers on childhood obesity, or they can definitely learn from this program and educate themselves to live a healthier and more active lifestyle with diet and exercising on the regular. And these are my references I got from various credible sources. And I thank you for listening to my lecture.